Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's now May the 2nd. It's about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Manitoba, Canada. And it is a beautiful day out. Absolutely gorgeous outside. I live in a very beautiful building that shows the two river crossings here in the city. And it is actually one of the first nice days of the year. But sad news, guys. I actually won't be renewing the lease to rent this place. And the reason for that is because I'm not that happy living here. It's really big, and it's actually really depressing living here sometimes because it's just too big. And I want to find a more cozy and homey place. So right now, up in the air is actually renting two small places, one here and then one in Montreal, or actually buying a condo here and living out in Montreal, or getting some ridiculous place here and then inviting a bunch of my friends in the city to come live with me and start trading seriously. And then I'll invite people throughout the whole country or world to come down and stay with me. So a lot of things are up in the air right now, but either way, I'm really happy. I'm super focused right now. So guys, let's get on with this daily technical analysis, shall we? My position for the day is to give you guys a very transparent update of everything going on. I always tweet my positions, as you guys know. So right here, okay, I tweeted that I was interested in shorting 57.50 to roughly 56.75 for a quick $150 profit, with my stop at 58.25 for a 1-to-1 RR. So this is on Bitfinex, by the way. And just so you guys know, we're only going to do technical analysis from now on Binance, all right? So this is one of the big reasons why I've decided to short Bitcoin here on Bitfinex. If you guys notice right here, it really does look like it's most likely going to hit right around there, 58 something, and just come down, right? Not only that, the RSI is not really getting as high than those ones over there. I look at, say, a 2-hour chart as well. It looks like it's going to start ticking down sometime soon, in my personal opinion, okay? My internet's incredibly slow right now. Don't mind it, okay? I don't know why it is actually so slow. Yeah, my apologies. Okay, so if you look at the RSI, right, compared to like right here, especially this histogram, it looks like it's going to downtick now, right? It's not getting nearly as high as the other ones as well. So I can't help but be slightly bearish on this right now, especially if we're barely puncturing through here, right? So I think it's going to be a good play. I'm going to stop myself out fairly quickly. But anyways, let's get back into the daily technical analysis, shall we? So if you look at Binance right now, this is Bitcoin traded against a USD tether pair, right? There are two things that can happen, in my opinion, okay? In my opinion, if we break, you know what, honestly, 5,600 is a really significant point right now, okay? Because I don't think people are waiting too long on here. This is what I usually do, okay? What I usually do for situations like this is I know that there's an uptrend like that. So I'm waiting for one of two things: a slight retracement to one of these regions, and then we break out of it, right? And the reason why I say this is very likely to happen is because, well, this is a support zone that's been established for a while now. So it makes sense for us to fall to somewhere right here maybe, and then we bounce off of it. So if we retrace by a fairly decent amount, okay? Now let me show you guys my plans right here. So for Fibonacci retracement, I'm going to hope for it to retrace no more than 0.568. Actually, right now, maybe 3.2 to 0.5, and then I will probably end up adding a small position of mine right around here. Okay, I'll make that actually green. So you guys might be wondering, why am I doing that? Well, if we find some solid wicks, okay, that it's rejecting to the downside, then we can consider this maybe one impulse wave up, or even a wave of a third going up, right? As in threes, right? I'm not talking about like a 5-wave going upwards. I'm talking about 3-wave going upwards like that. So it would be wise for me to purchase a little bit on these specific regions, right? This is obviously going to cause some sort of resistance because this was the interim resistance on April the 25th, right? So if this ends up happening, wicked. I'll add some there, and upon breakout, add even more. And this is going to be my target, okay? I've been thinking about this all day, guys. Hopefully I'll get a base price somewhere around here, maybe 54.50. If this happens, I set my stop loss very, very tight, guys. I'm talking like 53.50 or something like that. And this is going to yield a really nice RR. So the first one that I would yield, I would take some small scalp profit right here. Notice that this is a 1.61 RR with a 2.69 possible return. I'll definitely take some profit there to add to the house money, just to make sure I guarantee some profits. And then if we break up above this 5,600 resistance, bam, 5,700 guaranteed, right? That's where we're going to be targeting next. And I would definitely take some off of there as well. I really doubt we'll get to the higher end of the 58, but that's possible. So this is one long scenario, okay? Now another long scenario that I would really favor even more, okay, is this one right here. Now, this one here involves falling back down to here. Getting a little bit chilly now because I'm only wearing a sweater. I'm going to grab a jacket in a second. So if we fall all the way down to here, bam, even better, guys. This would be a really good support to long if we get some similar routine, like, or same pattern like this one, where we're getting a lot of wicks rejecting, right? So if we ended up falling down to over here in this channel, that needs to be respected. You guys gotta respect this channel, okay? This is ridiculous how nice this channel is right now. This flat is running. So if we end up going down to over here and we actually end up finding support, well, look at this long scenario right here, right? I'm sure that you'll ladder it accordingly and you'll add more in strength accordingly as well. I'd probably set a stop like around 5250 here. And I would probably target right around up here first, around 5,500 for 3% profit. I'd take some off the house, right? Take some profit, and I would definitely shoot for the 5,700 ranges again. So this has been on my mind, and you gotta always try to think of possible plays coming up, right? Now, I missed this entire run, I have to admit, but I shorted it a lot. So let's take a look at daily right now as well, okay? 2-day first, we'll start. So the 2-day finishes when? All right, so the 2-day finishes today actually, okay? So that's a really bullish candle thus far. It would make no sense to be shorting it right now because we're still bullish, right? But if you actually take a look at the histogram, bulls came to the defense, okay? We were about to tick to the downside, but today we got the 2-day ticking upwards, right? Which is really good. Yesterday was actually very indicative as well. Take a look at this. So yesterday was really indicative with that huge doji candle, actually two of them forming, pretty decent. But guys, don't be mistaken, we could still end up hitting this 5,300 range and then just shooting right below it, back down to 51, and then straight to 5K again. So everything's looking decent right now, but you gotta always be cautious, right? We were down ticking, bulls tried to save it, bears came in, rushed it, drove it down. Now the bulls are actually kicking it back up with these really nice histogram ticks, right? Also, we're staying right above the R-size support ranges. I would imagine this is probably some support. Pretty decent, right? Something like that. So hopefully we end up holding that for the daily at R-size as well. We're finally starting to get some tick up for the histogram. So right now, guys, we are absolutely bullish, okay? There's no other way to take a look at it right now. All right, I'm back. I just had to grab a little jacket here. Sometimes when the sun starts to set here, it gets a little bit chilly. Other than that, it's a beautiful view, and I do like it a lot. Okay, so once again, we are incredibly bullish all across the board, right? Pretty much on every single time frame, and you guys have to understand that. If you're thinking of shorting it right now, it's not a good time to short. The only reason I'm shorting it is because I'm taking advantage of big Bitfinex difference in price, right? Huge spread right now. So if I look on any, for example, even 3-hour, we're not finding any signs of it slowing down or any type of bearish divergence. But go to 1-hour chart, that is where you start to see it. So you might see it rolling upwards and it rallying positively on an uptrend on the higher time frames. But once you start to go to a lower time frame, you might start to see signs of it actually slowing down. For example, you're seeing signs of it slowing down on a 90-minute chart, where this is actually starting to tick down and the histogram is not nearly as high. So the question is, are we actually going to end up retracing right now? If we do end up retracing right now, perfect. Let's aim for one of these guys right here, okay? Maybe right here first, around there. And then the lower end, of course, would be around over here, right? So this is how I play it. I'm just identifying resistances, identifying supports as well, using RSI, using MACD, confining it to an area if I see a channel, right? We want to identify some sort of patterns and just see what the next logical play is and try to see, oh, right, if it goes downwards, where can we catch a possible bounce? Where's the support? If it goes up, where's the resistance? Where can we possibly catch a short? But always remember that these confirmations are really important. You need to find lots of confluent reasons for us to enter a position, right? So in my opinion, the Elliott wave count still remains the exact same. Okay, 1, 2. That's subways 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I kid you not, I still believe that this is still doing a 4. Okay, as much as I don't want to believe it, I have no choice but to believe that this is 1, 2, right? Sorry, this is that's not right. My mistake there. Goes like this. 4 somewhere, who knows? I'm probably gonna say 6K, right? Something like that. Double top somewhere, who knows? But then this one here, the way that I see it is I see this as 1, 2, and I see this as 3, right? 3, there's still a 4 coming down somewhere, and I still see a 5. Because this subdivides into 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that is not the ABC, I assure you. I bet you this is going to make more like a 3s of some sort. And then we take a Fibonacci retracement range and we say there's absolutely no way, if that was a third wave, that we retraced only 2, 3, 6. Therefore, by deduction, if this is the third wave, there must be a larger retracement, right? That's what I'm personally believing. So yes, I am banking on a retracement. Am I perma bear? No. I just think that this is the more accurate count from what I've seen. And I think that we need to test some sort of relevant supports before we actually propel to a rally to start a bull market, right? So anyways, wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on Bitcoin, my specific plays coming up, the specific targets as well. I hope it has helped you in one way or another. And I'll try to catch you guys sometime this afternoon for more updates. Bye now. Take care.